Hey Flosstube, so this is my Stitchy spot. So currently it is occupied. So this is my husband Jeremy, who is relaxing. He's gonna get ready to mow the lawn sometime today, and then I can stitch by myself. Anyway, and this is my side of the couch. As you can see, is currently occupied by my dog. Copper. Look at that pitiful face. He's like, Mama, this is my spot, not yours. And we have another visitor. This is my cat, Kumasi. Just lots of fun times in the Danowitz household. So anyway, so this is my spot. This is where I sit. You know, the bottom folds out just like Jeremy's side. I have my absolutely favorite blanket here. This is what I fondly refer to as the banana blanket because it has bananas on it. I made this blanket myself about a year or two ago, and I always tell my husband it has magical powers, and then he laughs at me, but I'm always like, I need the healing powers of the bananas. So that's my absolute favorite blanket. And there's my cat. This is his Stitchy spot. 9 times out of 10, Kumasi is sitting right here on this very spot. So that's why I kind of have the blanket here, just for his Royal Highness, his cat majesty. Anyway, and then this is my little table that's next to it. As you can see, I have a mug. I'm a very avid tea drinker. So I usually have a cup of tea sitting next to me. And then I have my Bose noise canceling headphones. These are essential. My husband and I we watch TV together, but sometimes we don't. Like if I want to watch Flosstube, he wants to watch something else on, TV or whatever. So I usually plug my headphones into my iPad or whatever, and then I can watch whatever I want to watch, and he can watch what he wants to watch. So these are essential. Plus, they're noise canceling, so, I don't have to listen to him. Another essential in my Stitchy spot is Eclipse gum. I'm also a very avid gum chewer. So there's pretty much a car cup of Eclipse everywhere I go. There is a wax warmer with some good smelling stuff. Right now it's kind of a tropical berry scent. And then this is just my little corn container that has an iPod shuffle, some hand lotion, and a whole bunch of charging cords. Back behind my spot, as you can see back there, is where I can plug things in, so then I can charge things while I'm going, and then I have a little notepad. To illuminate my spot, I have an OT light right here, which I absolutely love. It has the magnifying lens attachment, which I don't use probably as much as I should. It's hard to kind of get a good angle, but I'm working on using that. But I absolutely love this OT light. It illuminates everything.
You ought to love that light. Because it was a very expensive light.
But it's nice, isn't it?
Well, you ought to love it.
You're so corny.
Yeah.
But I really do love it. Whenever I want to, I can just bend it down. I can, adjust it however I want to. Absolutely love it. Definitely a necessity. So last but not least, this is my crafting crate, is what I call it. So let me get on the floor and we can pull it out. So this is a crate that I bought at Walmart, which my husband then sanded and stained for me. So that's why it's this nice dark color. I think he did a fabulous job. My dad helped with this. And this is where I keep all my whips and basically all my crafting stuff that I want to have at my spot. So it can easily just, tuck under this table and then nothing bothers it. So this is my crafting crate. Let's see. First things in it. So this is my kind of everything tackle box, if you will. Open this up. I got a little notebook. I don't have anything in right now. It's a little Choco Cat notebook that I've had for years. I plan on writing down what I'm stitching. I usually keep this on an app, but I have found that I actually will probably do better just writing it down and then putting it in my app later. So that's kind of what that is for. And then I have extra needles. I have a few different pens in here. This one has the the stylus on the end for when I use the Goodreader app. It's also a pin. But I can use this on my iPad. And then I have my scissors, which I love. Very pretty. I think I got these at Joann's, and I love them very much. I have a seam ripper with my maiden name was Morris. So this is a seam ripper in case I have to frog or something's really bad. I got that. A couple of other pens. This is a Sharpie neon pink highlighter pen that I use on patterns sometimes, and this is just your basic, you know, gel pen. Got those in there. I have a measuring, what do you call it? Just a measuring tape ruler. Ruler, that's the word, Rachel. Then I have my gold sulky thread, metallic that I use when I'm gridding or want to put stuff, you know, just put it in the thread because it's really easy to pull out. So I got that in there. And then I have, so this is Thread Heaven actually inside of here that I put into this little case. Makes it a lot easier to use than the little pots. So that's just stuck in here. And then last but not least, I have some reading glasses. Oh no, I have a thread one, or a needle threader in there too. These are just reading glasses that I do use sometimes. That just magnify when the count is really small or whatever. I wear glasses normally, so if I'm wearing my glasses, I don't use these, but I have used those in the past, so I keep them in here. And last but not least, I have a needle threader, little guy. I don't use it very often. I'm a floss licker, if anybody wanted to know. But I have it in here for like those tricky metallic threads. I do find it useful. All right. Next, this is the box for my woodland sampler. And as you can see, it's kind of a mess. But these are all the flosses that I'm using for my woodland sampler. This one, this is the one that I bought at Stitchville USA. I just haven't wound it yet. And I kind of don't necessarily put them back on the bobbins. Like when I have like pieces that I can tell easily what color they are, I just kind of stick them in the extra holes and I'll figure it out. So yeah, I'll be doing a whole video on this piece soon when I do my whip update next week, but this is that box and I just kind of keep it in here. Let's see, then we have this box. So this is a shoe box. These are actually, this is from the shoes that I wore at our wedding. And this is where I keep all the threads for my, Thomas Kincaid church. So they all came on like a piece of paper with them in there, and I didn't really like that like as a card, and I didn't want to wind them all because they're all pre-cut. I didn't want to wind them on bobbins, otherwise that would have been my choice. So I ended up putting them in all these little bags. So as you can see, my dog has gotten into here, but I'll forgive him for now. So this is what I did. I wrote card A, you know, hole number 1 as it, you know, where they were originally. And then I have the DMC number listed. I have the symbol that this color is. I have the name of the color. And then I say, you know, how many strands were originally in the kit. This one is missing. Great. So my dog did take this one. It's good. But I have the bag, so that counts for something, right? So like, for example, this one is the pearl filament, 10 strands, tweed only. So as you can see, these are the ones that it's used in. And there it is. You know, and then another thing that I do, so these are the full strands in the back that are the full, you know, 6 thread strands. When I pull one apart, I stick it in the front. So I know that that's the one that I'm kind of working off of. And any like extra threads that are still long enough, I kind of stick in the front. This, you know, it makes it easy. I've traveled with this a few times. I just brought this piece to Kansas City with me recently. Actually, I just brought the whole crate to Kansas City. But this makes it easy to transport. It's not the smallest, but it works. All right, my dog. See, he knew I was talking about him. Little piggy bowl. Let's see, next up. So this is my woodland sampler. So I keep most of my projects in these plastic Ziploc bags. So this is my woodland sampler. I'm using it in a hoop, but I took it off of the hoop, you know, to store it in this bag. And then I do have a, usually I use the pattern on my iPad, but I have a printed off copy in here just in case, like my iPad runs out of battery. So that's what's sitting in here. So that's that. And then I have, this is another one of my whips. So this is the wedding sampler. As you can see, I kind of did the same thing with this one for all the threads. Again, they're pre-cut, so I have them in these baggies, you know, with the name, the symbol, you know, the backstitch symbol, and they are all in here. It's not my favorite, you know, system. I like, you know, things wound on bobbins a lot better, but I don't like those cards because then everything gets tangled up. So anyway, that's my wedding sampler. This little guy is the bracelet that I had started. That's kind of just chilling in here. One of these days I'll work on it and all the threads that go with it. So that's in here. Then this is the little cats that I'm working on. Again, this has the, you know, I put the hoop in here. So not the pattern. And yes. So this one I believe I kept on the cards. This is really hard to open one-handed. But yeah, so this one I left all the threads on the cards. This just annoys me. So, but I thought, you know, to me there was like, well, there was not a whole lot, you know, it's like 2 cards and I just have them wound around each other. But doesn't this just drive you nuts? Like, what is this? Ah! But, oh well. I'm actually, you know, I'm mostly done with this piece, so when I finish it, then it won't bother me as much, right? And then last but not least, in this big bin, I have this one protected because it's by far my largest piece, and if it got destroyed, I would be destroyed. So this is my church that I'm working on. Hello, copper. That I'm working on. And so I keep it in this plastic art bin that I got at Joann's. There it is. It's still, I keep it mostly on the Q-snap. I probably shouldn't, but it's such a pain in the butt to get it on and off this Q-snap that I kind of just store it in here. And then I have, this is the original pattern. I'm not going to show it to you, but this is the original pattern that I keep in this plastic bag along with the cover photo. And then I made this myself, just in Excel, Microsoft Excel, where I put the symbol, the position that it was on the card, and then what its name is. Some of these I actually found the symbol, you know, in Microsoft, but then some I just drew it myself. And I did this for everything, you know, even the back stitching, everything. I have it on this one convenient card that I then printed out and laminated. And this makes it so nice because normally I just have this kind of, if I'm stitching on this, this is like stuck in here, so then I can easily look at it, you know, figure out, okay, I need A12, so then I can go into this box, you know, and pick out A10, 11. Oh, here's A12. You know, this is exactly what I need. So, and these are all organized, you know, in numerical order. Unless, you know, a pet would get to it. So, yeah. So that is my crafting crate that I absolutely love. It keeps everything contained. Just putting this stuff back in one spot. So, last but not least, I'm going to show you what my view is when I actually sit in my spot. This part will probably edit out. So, if you are sitting in my Stitchy spot, this is my view. So this is our TV / our computer. So we actually don't have cable or anything like that. We have a Mac Mini, which sits in there. And then we use our TV to, you know, portray everything. This is just some wedding memorabilia that we had. My husband loves the Drudge Report, so that's what's on. And there's our printer. So that's this there. And then these are 2 of our windows near the front of our house. This is actually a sewing machine that my grandpa actually refurbished for me. So it works as nicely as a table, but let's just lift this up. So this is a cast iron sewing machine by this company, White Rotary. It works, it's electric. So down below here, I'd have to pull it all out, but this is where the cord is, and then it's operated by your knee. So with, you know, this is how you operate the sewing machine. And there's the cord, and then this is just the little place you can put, you know, thread and stuff. My grandpa was using this as a test to make sure it all worked. But anyway, so this is heavy duty. Like, so this is cast iron, made out of cast iron, and it is heavy, but it works really well. You can sew through just about anything on this sewing machine, which is perfect because I'll show in a later video, I do a lot of sewing for my husband, and he wears Carhartt overalls almost all the time, and that is some thick stuff. So I'm hoping to be able to use this in particular for that. So that's just kind of fun, but this is just, and oh, back in the cabinet it goes. So, and then we have just some pictures. My best friend Abby, she took a bunch of pictures of jellyfish that we took when we were in Chicago, and she framed them for me, so I kind of have them around the house. And then this is the view that I have. It's a beautiful summer day. There's the grain elevator in the town that I live in, and this is some greenery in our front yard. This is my dog's kennel. These are our bikes. Another bay window that looks out on our driveway, more plants, and just more windows. So that kind of is the whole sweep around of my spot. And there's my husband again. And that's it. Those are the back here are stairs that go down into our basement. And then over here is our kitchen and our dining room. So that's kind of just a brief, very brief, you know, picture of our house. So, thank you.